Okay, I'm gonna harvest this cucumber. I've been eating cucumbers like every day, but I forgot about this one down below. You can see it got pretty big, and it's still firm, which is good, but it's so big that I probably not gonna like make a salad with it. It's just too much to eat. So what I wanna do is preserve it and pickle it. So this is a Persian cucumber, I believe, but it's quite big. I don't know how heavy that is, but so let's go ahead and harvest this. I'm gonna cut it off right here, and we're gonna make some pickles out of this. There we go. That's a good amount of pickle there. I'll probably get 2 jars worth, 2 small jars. The Persian ones are usually a lot smaller. I think, see right here, here's a small one. But let's go ahead and pickle this. I got a recipe. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this, step by step. That's 0. Let's see how many ounces that is. That's a pound, 15.5. So we have basically 1 pound cucumber. So let's get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. And I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting this up. I'm doing them all about the same thickness. Let's just set them in here for now. Okay. What I'm gonna do is just put some saran wrap over this. Then we'll just set this in the fridge for a minute. Okay, so I'm getting the garlic ready. 4 cloves of garlic. Let's go ahead and put this in here for now. Okay, there's the 4 cloves of garlic. Now get yourself a pan like this. We're going to cook the brine inside of this, so I'll show you how to do that. First, we're going to start with 2 cups of water, filtered water. You can see it says 2 cups there. Here, let's go over here and show you over here. So next on the recipe is 3/4 of a cup white vinegar and apple cider vinegar. So let's just do this. 3/4 of a cup. Okay, let's go ahead and dump this in here. 3/4 of a cup apple cider vinegar. Okay, next up is the distilled white vinegar. We're going to do the same amount. So let's put that in. Put 1 tablespoon of the Himalayan salt. Okay, this is a 1/2 tablespoon of the organic cane sugar. Go ahead and put that in. 1 teaspoon of this mustard seed here. So let's go ahead and put that in. Okay, I got sage. We're just gonna do 1/2 teaspoon. I don't want to overdo it with this one. So just a little bit. The sage has a little, kind of a sweeter, different smell than the dill. It's similar to dill, but a little different. So just layers of flavor. It's a little accents of flavor. It's just, that's what's great about doing these pickling. Doing picklings, you can really customize it to do whatever you want, you know, to your own taste. Just give this a little stir. So right now what we're going to do is take this inside take this in and put it on the stove, and then we can go to the next step. So let's start on the bottom here. Let's do a bay leaf. I'm gonna do a bay leaf on the bottom there. Drop a bay leaf in there. So that way each container has an equal amount of everything. So now I'm gonna put a few garlic. We want to kind of layer this kind of like a sandwich, so I'm gonna do a little bit in there. So save half of it, we're gonna layer it again. Let's do a little bit of this crushed red pepper at the bottom. Don't have a lot of this, but okay, so we got the crushed red pepper. Don't need a lot of it. In the recipe it calls for, in my recipe actually, 1 tablespoon of peppercorn. So the same thing here, we're gonna kind of layer this. So I'll do like half of it, a little bit there, a little there, and we'll save this. Clove. These will give it some real nice spice to it. I like it, but you don't need a lot. We're just gonna go. You can see how small these are. Just put one, drop one in each. One in there. One in this one. And I can add another one halfway through. Okay, so fresh dill. Again, we'll layer that as well. I'll go get the cucumber and we can start layering this. So what we'll do is start, just gonna go ahead and dropping these in. Try to go in at different angles so they're not sitting flat against each other. Okay, get it to about that level, and then we'll finish it off. So once we get to about here, we're gonna go ahead and layer this again, and then we'll top it off. We got them filled up a little over halfway there. And with the seasonings on the bottom. Still have a little bit of the cucumber left over. Let's go ahead and layer this again. So we'll leave a little bit for the top as well to sprinkle right on the top. So that's a little bit left. Let's get another, I'll do like half of this bay leaf. That or so. Right there. Some more of the peppercorn. Okay, and then more, of course, the most important ingredient is the dill. So let's put some right in there. Some right in there. That might have been a little bit too much on that side. But don't be afraid to push down on that as well. All right, let's go ahead and pack some more in there. And our brine is probably almost ready. Again, these are pretty big cucumbers. Let's see this one. I'll put this one over here. Okay, go ahead and push it down real good. Finish the topping here, a little more garlic. A little more of the dill on top. And then, of course, the peppercorns. Make sure everything's pushed down. So that worked out pretty close using 2 jars, 1 pound of cucumber. All right, these are gonna be great. Can't wait to try these. So let's go get the brine. I think it's ready inside. It's probably simmering by now. Okay, you can see the stuff is simmering now. Just got it off the stove. Let's go ahead and pour this on. Pour this in. We're going to fill it up to about a 1/2 inch from the top. Okay, I'm just going to set this right here. Same thing with this one. About a 1/2 inch from the top. You can really smell that sage and that mustard seed with apple cider vinegar. And it's going to mix with all those other herbs inside there, the pepper and the dill. Okay, we got those filled up. We're going to just let those cool down. And once they get a little cooler, I'm going to put the lid on and they're going to self-seal themselves. So we're going to put the lid on while it is still warm inside the jar, and then that'll seal the lid down. You don't want to wait till it's completely cool, then you won't be able to seal it. And then leave them in the fridge, and as soon as they're cool, you can actually start eating them. Because I have quite a bit of flavor in there. It's going to absorb very quickly into the cucumbers. So, okay, these are still warm, so you want these to be maybe still about 80 degrees. Shouldn't be hot, it shouldn't be cold. Let's put these lids on. You can also see I filled them up to about 3/8 of an inch from the top. So as these cool, these lids should pop and seal. So let's go ahead and crank these down. That should seal. You shouldn't be able to press down on that. You shouldn't be able to hear that sound. So now that they've cooled a little bit, let's go ahead and put them in the fridge, and then we're gonna do a taste test and see how these came out. Can't wait. So you definitely just want to cool them down, and you should be able to start eating them right away. Otherwise, you can just save them, store them in, and they'll last for a long time. Look at this, just got these out of the fridge. You can see now this lid is completely sealed. It's cooled down. I'll probably wait a little bit longer. I think it's been a couple hours in the fridge. That's completely sealed off. Let's give this a little bit of a shake. Let's go ahead and try this. Again, this has only been a couple of hours. So the flavor is going to take a little bit of time to soak in, but it's already edible. You don't need to wait too long. Let's try this out again. It's good.